tell, but that's straight down. Pretty straight down. You get going. Coming down here, yeah. What is up, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Where You Beans. And where I beans be today is amongst a few cows. What's up, guys? How are you? Wow. I am where I beans be today is just south of Lake Pleasant, north of Phoenix, northwest of Phoenix, southwest of Lake Pleasant, and we are on the Beardsley Trail. Started at the Beardsley Trailhead, which is where I parked. And now, like I said, we're gonna go out Beardsley Trail, Wild Burro, and then Pipeline Canyon, turn around and come right back. I believe it's gonna be about 16 miles and about 14 or 1500 feet of elevation gain. So anyhow, thank you so much. The like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. The like and subscribe go a really long way. And I really hope you enjoy the ride. Quick shout out to Matt and his wife Erica, who I met in the trail at the trailhead in the parking lot. And thank you for the subscribe. And I hope you enjoy. It was nice chatting with the both of you. It's a fun little section here. Here we go. Oh, came in there a little frisky. Come on up, buddy.
Just the two of us.
Rock and roll. Woo! That was fun. It'd be really fun if you didn't have to wait, but you gotta play by the rules. And I would appreciate the same. Actually, if I see someone cooking downhill and I'm climbing, I let them cook and enjoy themselves. But that's just me. You'll come across a few of these. Eventually come up on the street. You cross it. Alright. Looks like we're having another little crossing here. Oh, be careful. I remember coming through here last time and I actually got stopped by a wild burro right here. They're blocking my path. Bro. Hi guys. Mind if I cross? That's a wild burro that's on the trail. Wild burro. Hey guys, can I pass? I'm cool. thank you. I'm just gonna swing by NVD. It's all good. See you guys. It's pretty cool back here in these little coves. You can tell the water came all the way back here. In fact, I saw a video from about 6 years ago where guys were in like their boats like right here, and guys are mountain biking. These dudes were fishing right here. And you can tell a lot different story right now. But it would have been really cool then. It's still cool, it's still pretty. The contrast of the blue water is really awesome. Okay. Here's the town. Damn. One way to do it. Now we're coming up on another parking lot here, and this is where Pipeline Canyon starts, which is a really fun, chunky downhill. Pipeline Canyon Trail. I did not judge that very well. This downhill gets kind of exposed, pretty kind of out of the blue. Got to be on, kind of pay attention to that. If you decide to come out here, which I do suggest you do, a lot of people just kind of stop at that wild burro, because some would regard this as too chunky. Woo! Pretty awesome, actually. The tire pressure is just right. Woo! Good exposure there. I don't know if you can tell, but that's straight down. Oh! Bumpy. It's smoother by the edge. Of course. Oh. I've also seen a video where people literally mountain bike across this bridge that's up here. The bridge is still there. Not in very good shape though. Ah! Oh! Oh! There's the bridge. Oh. There's part of it. Alright, now we climb. The climb up and out of Pipeline Canyon is a pretty chunky one. Really pretty back here though. Rugged would be the right way to describe it. Yeah, Pipeline Canyon is a chunky trail. If you don't like the chunk, you're gonna get annoyed real quick. But the views are spectacular, and that one downhill with the exposure that I just did a few minutes ago, that's a lot of fun for me. Woo! Right in you. Woo! It's a fun little descent that I forgot about here. Ooh, yikes. Water damage. Right. Cottonwood Trail goes to the left. I've never explored that one. A couple of jumps right there. That one's more like a speed bump. And we made it. Woo! So this is the turnaround point. What is up, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Where You Beans. And today, where I beans be is at beautiful Lake Pleasant on the west side of Lake Pleasant. Actually started on the southwest end, which would be way over there, at the Beardsley trailhead, and took Beardsley to Wild Burro, and from Wild Burro to Pipeline Canyon. Pipeline Canyon started with that really fast, I guess it's not too fast, but that downhill with the exposure on the left, bumpy, so on and so forth. That's basically the main reason why I do Pipeline Canyon Trail. So far, it is at 8.5 miles and 1,055 feet of elevation gain. Hopefully it's not as much on the way home. I don't think it is. I just came down through this canyon here, which put me out right there. So I'll head back out that way, go down, up, down, and back around to Beardsley Trail. Standard hardware today. Thank you for joining. The like and subscribe go a long way. I appreciate the ones that do, and I really hope you enjoy the ride. And straight into a climb. Oh, that was fun. This is that downhill that was a lot of fun from the I believe it was the Pipeline Canyon trailhead just a few minutes ago, with all the exposure out here. Look at that. That is pretty straight down. If you get going, coming down here, yeah, keep that in mind if you come out here. It's really steep, and it almost looks like it kind of has like a false front. All right, made it to the top of Pipeline Canyon. That is a good climb. Another little road. Fantastic. So glad that wasn't an active on the left. Woo! 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 That was fun. Wild Burro, baby, still going. All right, I think that's it for Wild Burro. All right, after a quick little climb on Beardsley, got this little downhill here, cross another road, and then we're on the home stretch. And that is a turn. Whoa! A little sharper turn than I expected. Oh, this trail is freaking awesome. Yeah, this trail is freaking good. Woo! Woo! That was awesome. Woo! Oh my God. I think we're gonna have another one of those. It might even be longer than that one. In a moment or so. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. My back wheel on easy. Oh. Woo! All right, after another quick little climb, short climb, looks like we're back on the DH again. And I don't mean designated hitter. Quick little downhill. Okay, I think we're on our last little climb here. It's so pretty back here. Hard not to show it. Beardsley Trail coming up on the last downhill. Getting close. Here we go. That was fun. I think that's just a taste of what's to come. Yeah, baby. All right. Almost ate you right there. Almost went down. Whoa! Alright, I gotta turn it back. That's too very near Egypt. Oh shit. Oh, my chain came off. That's no way to. Chain is back on. Commence the downhill. Oh! I don't know if you saw that, it was totally rutted. Wow, that was fun. I almost lost it a couple of times there. Gotta be close. And we could be getting there to the voiceover cat portion. That's for sure. That is for sure, and it is that time. Wow, what an absolutely awesome day out here at Lake Pleasant Regional Park. If you haven't made it out here, I highly recommend you do so. All three of these trails were absolutely awesome. They were all also rated as a blue, so totally doable. There was a little bit of exposure on that Pipeline Canyon, but that was about it. Other than that, all three of these trails were absolutely awesome in their own way. A whole video could be made on the Beardsley Trail alone. Heading southbound, the downhills are really long and really flowy. Can't wait to get back up here and do it again. Wild Burro is pretty flat going northbound or going both ways, but if you're heading southbound, that downhill at the very beginning makes the whole thing worthwhile. It is a little flat around the edge of the lake there, but it's really, really cool, and there's some pretty good rock features back there as well. Then Pipeline Canyon. Pipeline Canyon is also a blue. Is the only trail that could maybe be rated as a black because there is quite a bit of exposure off to the left, and it is bumpy. Pipeline Canyon itself is a very bumpy trail. It's not as ridden as Wild Burro and Beardsley. You'll see that when you get out there, but I thought it was awesome, and I will certainly do it again. All in all, today was almost exactly 17 miles and 1,800 feet of elevation gain. I think it was 1,765 feet of elevation gain. So keep that in mind as well. I cut out a lot of the climbing. People don't like to watch the climb. But I do appreciate you being here. Also, I'm gonna leave a couple of other videos right here for you to check out if you haven't already done so. Also, the like and subscribe go a really long way. May as well if you made it this far. I'd love you if you did. Thank you again for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the ride.